It's late. This a late one. Yeah, this one of them late joints. This one of them late joints right here. This one of them late joints. You hear me? One of them late. One of them late joints. You feel me? These one of them late joints. All right. It's a late one. It's a late one. It's real late. It's real late. All right. It's real late. We finna talk about it though. We gonna really talk about these relationships and these situationships. All right. Relationships and situationships. Which one are you in? Which one do you have? All right. That's what we're gonna talk about tonight. You know what I'm saying? Or this morning, or however you want to call it. Okay? However you want to call it, that's what we're going to talk about. We're about to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. All right? We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Let's talk about it real quick. You know, let me get situated. Let me get situated. You know what I'm saying? We talking about this love shit. We talking about this love. You know what I'm saying? Let me set the mood right. I gotta set the mood. Let me set the mood right. All right. Let me set the mood right with my can down. Let me set the mood right. You know. Let me set the mood right. Let me set the mood right. Set her right. Set her right. So there she go. There it is. There we go. Set the mood real nice like. All right. I want to set that mood real nice like. Got the pink going on. You know, the pink. You know, pink. We got the pink and the green. You know, that goes with the heart chakra. You know, we talking about love. You know, we talking about this love. So it's only right. It's only right that we, you know, go with the pink. All right. It's only right that we go with the pink. Okay. So we're talking about relationships, situationships. All right. Relationships, situationships. Now this is we getting canceled. We getting canceled. You know what I'm saying? We getting canceled. So when I say we getting canceled, that's not just we're not just getting canceled from like platforms. Like we're not just getting canceled from Snapchat, you know, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all of these platforms. When I say we're getting canceled, that means we're here to enlighten. All right, we're here to enlighten. We want to spread positive energy. Okay, we want to spread that positive energy, and we want to, you know, raise the frequency. Okay, so when we raise the frequency, we spread positive energy, and we start enlightening folks around us. Right. A lot of people that you're around, they're not going to want to be a part of that, you know. But once you start raising your frequency, you know, once you start elevating, right? Once you start elevating, you're gonna want the people around you to elevate, you know, be on that same level as you. You know, you're gonna want them same people to be on the same frequency as you, right? Be in good vibes, right? Good vibes, and that sort of thing. If they're not, you know, once you hit a certain level, once you hit a certain peak, right? You're gonna want to start bringing everybody up with you, right? You're gonna start, you know, bring everybody up with you, right? You want everybody hop on the elevator, come on the elevator with me. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people not ready for that. A lot of people not ready to, you know, elevate. You know, a lot of people not ready to see the world for what it really is. And you can't force it. You can't force that on people. You can't force it on nobody. You know what I'm saying? You can't force it on nobody. So when you elevating, you know what I'm saying? You on that path, right? You on that path. You know where you going, you know where you want to go. You want to level up. You know what I'm saying? It's like a video game. You want to level up. You want to beat the game, right? You want to unlock these characters within you, right? And that's the 7 chakras. You know what I'm saying? You want to unlock these characters. It's just like a video game. You want to unlock these characters. And we've all played, you know, we've all played video games with somebody like a cousin, you know, little brother, big somebody that always they just love that level or that stage, right? They love that level or that stage, and they just want to stay. They just want to continue playing on that level or that stage or that mission, right? We can say they love to play on that mission. Okay, once we start elevating, once we start going ahead, we want to bring them along with us. If they don't want to go, we can't force them. You know what I'm saying? We can't force them. So once you start going along, once you start going ahead, once you start elevating, once you start raising that frequency, you got good vibration. You know what I'm saying? You want a higher vibration. The low vibrating people around you, they're gonna, nah, I'm not rocking with him. I'm not rocking with her. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not, it's nah, they on some other stuff. They always talking about this and that. They always, I'm not with that. I'm not trying to hear that shit. Right? And that's okay. That's okay. That's why we're getting canceled. You know, like you're gonna get canceled. You know, once you start raising your frequency, right? Once you start vibrating on a higher level, you will get canceled. A lot of people not gonna mess with you anymore. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people not gonna fuck with you no more. You know, and that's okay because you wanna get rid of those low vibrational beings out of your life anyway, right? You want to get rid of them. You don't want them around you because their energy is gonna attack you. You know, it's gonna attack yours. It's gonna get attached to you. You don't want that, right? You don't want that. You don't want to be fighting. We're already fighting too much in this world, right? We already fighting too much. We don't want the people that's close to us. We don't want their energy. We don't want that negative energy around us as well, right? Now we just in too many battles. There's too many battles going on. All right, we don't want that. We don't want that. So this is what we here for. We enlightenment, you know what I'm saying? Spread positive energy, and we're here to raise the frequency. That's what we're here for, you know? So if we get canceled, then that's what it is. Then so be it, we get canceled, you know? That's okay. That's all right. That's okay with me, all right? But tonight, we here to talk about these relationships and these situationships, okay? That's what we're here to talk about. So we want to talk about what's love. First of all, we want to break down what's love. All right, what is love? Okay, so let's look up the definition. We're gonna look up the definition of what is love. Okay, let's look up because a lot of people have a lot of people got a different definition of what love is. You know, we all have our own definition of what love is. Okay. But we want to go to, you know, we want to go see what they saying. What is love? You know what I'm saying? What is love? All right. So love, an intense feeling of deep affection. Okay, that's what love is. That's what we got. That's what we have for love. Okay, a great interest and pleasure in something. That's what love is. Okay, so I want y'all to really think about, you know, what is love? Like, what's your definition of love for real? Like, what's your definition of love? All right, what is your definition of love? Just think about it real quick. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't gotta just think about it. What is your definition of love? Okay, what is your definition of love? Just think about it. You know, think about it. It's, I mean, it is it's a hard question, because we really don't know what love really is, we really don't know what love is. So I just think about what love is. What do you think love is? A lot of people gonna say trust, you know, um, like love in a relationship. People gonna say trust. I need trust. Like if we don't have trust, we don't have love. That's what they say, right? If there's no love, if there's no trust, there's no love. I can't love you if I don't trust you. Okay. But just love, like love itself. What is it? What is love itself? Right? What is love itself? What would you do? What would you do for the people that you love? Okay. What would you do for the people that you love or the person that you love? What would you do for the person that you love? Hmm? Now, it's a difference between love and in love, right? It's a difference between love and in love. You can have love for a person. You can have love for someone. You can have love for a person. You can have love for an object, love for a thing, But are you in love? Okay? It's a difference. Now, in love, you'll do anything for it. When you in love, right? Because in love, think about it. In love, you gotta have love within you. First of all, before you love anything, you have to have love within yourself. If you don't have love within yourself, you can't love anything externally. You can't love anything outside of yourself if you don't love yourself. Right or wrong? Am I right or wrong? I know I'm right. I'm right. You can't love anything if you don't love yourself. Okay. All right. You can't love anything if you don't love yourself. So when you love someone, right? When you love someone, what is it? What's that? What's that feel? What does that feel like? Right? What does that feel like? When you're in love, when you love someone, what does that feel like? All right. And when you do love, is that same feeling, is it mutual? Right? Is that same love mutual? Like when you love someone, is it mutual? And do you feel that? When you love someone, do you feel that connection? Okay. We can ask another question. Right? We just brainstorming right now. We just thinking out loud. You know what I'm saying? We just talking. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even getting to it yet. Right? What is love at first sight? Okay. Is it real? Like, what is love at first sight? Do we believe in love at first sight? Is that an actual thing? You know what I'm saying? Like when you first see somebody, do you actually just instantly fall in love with them? Now with that, right, with the love at first sight, we can go real deep into that. You know what I'm saying? We can go real deep into the love at first sight because when we talking about love, that's in the soul. When it's love at first sight, we talking about the soul now. We talking about the soul. All right. Now we all know, okay, we know that our souls are forever. They've been here forever, Our souls are eternal. They've been here. We've been here multiple times. We may not remember, but our souls know. Our souls know. That's when the deja vu come in. You know what I'm saying? That, man, I've been here before. Don't I know you from somewhere? Yeah, you do. In another life, right? This is the soul. This is within the soul, right? This is all the soul. So the love at first sight, we all have soulmates, right? You have a soul, you have a soulmate. And you can have multiple soulmates. It's not, you don't just have one soulmate. So whatever they taught y'all, like, yeah, that one, you meet that one person that you was they say what they say, like, you meet the person that you meet your soulmate before you hit like 22 or something. That no, no. We have multiple soulmates. Okay, we have multiple soulmates. Why? Why do we have multiple soulmates? How? Because our souls have been here multiple times. Okay, our soul travel. Okay, this is not our first time here. This is not our first time here. Okay, so we have to realize that. We have to understand that for real, for real. We have to really understand that this is not our first time. For our soul, this is not our first time here. Okay, this is not our first time here. All right. So what is love? Like, what we doing with this love? What we doing with this love? First, this era that we're in now, this era that we're in now, is it a lost cause? Is it a lost cause? Will we find love? For the single ones out there, will you find love? For the ones that's in these toxic relationships, will you find the right one? Will you get out this bogus relationship and find the one you're supposed to be with? All right. And why have we been in so many bad relationships? Why is it bad relationship after bad relationship after bad relationship after bad relationship? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? All right. Before I keep going, all right, I have to do. Okay, I will listen. I will be using profanity. Okay, there will be a lot of profanity in this motherfucker. Okay, so if you don't like profanity, you might want to get out of here. All right. Now, I got love for all peoples. Got love for all peoples, all groups, all orientations, all sexual orientations. Got love for you. You know what I'm saying? I have no hatred towards you. You know what I'm saying? Live your life. Do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Love who you love. Fuck who you fuck. It don't matter. I don't care. All right. Like I said, we're here to spread positive energy. All right. We're here to raise the frequency. Okay. So if you have any hatred towards, any sexual orientation that's not straight, just get about it. This ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? It ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? And if you homosexual, if you gay, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. If you want everybody to be on your side, if you want everybody to be gay, that's not how this works. You know what I'm saying? So if you like that, then you can go ahead and get up out of here too. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully. I just want to get that out there. You know what I'm saying? I just want to put that out there so motherfuckers know, you know what I'm saying? You know what the fuck you getting into, right? We want to know though. We want to know what is love. All right. So let me say this as well. I'm not no perfectionist on love. I don't have no masters and love psychology. I don't have none of that. This is all my experience. Ideas. I study psychology. I study psychology. I wanted to be a marriage counselor. So I really focused on this type of this subject, in the university. When I went to the universities, when I went to college, whatever, I really focused on these type of classes, and shit wasn't for me. So, I'm a successful dropout. I'm a successful dropout. It is what it is. But I can say I've learned more. I've learned more outside of college on my own. Right? I've learned more outside of college on my own on these topics, on these subjects. I've, I just do a lot of studying, So I would say, hold on, y'all, hold up. Hold on. So I was hey, so I was going. So I'm live now, right? I'm live here, right? This is what I'm saying. We getting canceled. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. So I was live here, right? I'm live right now. So I went live also at the same time on TikTok. I went live on TikTok. Got removed. The live, they kicked me off. I didn't even say anything. We didn't even get started yet. You hear me? We didn't even get started yet. That's what I'm saying. This is why I'm working on, y'all know, if y'all been watching my videos, y'all know I'm working on my own website so I can put all of these videos on my website. You know what I'm saying? Because they not fucking with me. They not gonna fuck with me, especially when I start dropping this knowledge for real. We ain't even get started yet, for real. I'm letting y'all know right now. This is still level 1. We still on level 1. We ain't even get started yet. We ain't even get started yet. You know what I'm saying? But I don't give a fuck about no TikTok. Fuck TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Fuck TikTok. Fuck all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. But what is love? All right. So let's start off with love is a function. Okay. We're not gonna love. First of all, love. Before we say love is a function. Okay. Love it's a chemical reaction. Okay, it's a chemical reaction within us. Okay, chemical reaction within us. All right. Once we get that, we see something or we like something, right? It's all of these chemicals, right? They get the rise and they get the mixing together, and then that's when we have that some type of feeling, right? We have that feel. Okay, we have that feel within us. That's when you start getting those butterflies. All right. Now butterflies come in different ways, but when you let's say you see that person that you really have deep feelings for, right? Where do you get that feeling? In the stomach, right? You get that that solar plexus, area. Okay, you get in that, that solar plexus area. You get that feeling in that solar plexus area. That's those butterflies, right? That's the butterflies. You don't know why. Why do I feel like it's them butterflies? It's that inner, you know what I'm saying? It's just within you. You have that feel. You feel some type of way about that person, right? You feel some type of way about that person. And that's fine. That's cool. That's that's when that love is, that's the root to that love. Now it's building up. You know what I'm saying? It's building up, right? The love building up. So now you get to seeing this person a lot more. You get to seeing this person, you get to talking to this person. And every time you see this person or talk to this person, you get that message, right? That name pop up. That name pop up on your phone, right? That name pop up on your phone. You just get so excited. You get so excited. Them butterflies, right? You get the butterflies. You get the butterflies. That's that love. Like you have very heavy feelings for this person. You have very deep emotions for this person. All right. This is, and these are all the chemicals that's just mixing up inside. You know what I'm saying? These are all the chemicals just mixing up inside. All right. It's like a potion. You know, it's like a potion. Like we grew up on these on these TV shows with the witches. You know, they mixing all these chemicals together, making a potion, a love potion, right? That's all it is. It's a chemical reaction. Okay? It's that chemical reaction. All right. Now let's get deeper. Let's get deeper. Now love, that's all love is it's a function. Okay? It's a function. Okay? It's a function. So now here we go. We're gonna break it down. We're gonna break it down. Now, what's the definition of a function? Okay, because I'm telling you, love is a function. All right. So let's break it down real quick. Function. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what it is. Let's see what they say. Let's see what Oxford is saying. All right. An activity or purpose natural to or intended for a person or thing. All right. An activity or purpose natural to or intended for a person or thing. Okay. It's a function. Love is a function. Okay. So now an activity, right? This activity of love. Now, to carry out this function, it's followed by actions. Okay. It's followed by the activities, what you do. Okay. It's the actions that carries out this function. Okay. So love is a function. Okay. So, but what are you doing? You have a duty, right? You have a duty to carry out this function, to carry out you have to have these actions, right? You have to do. It's a duty. So you have to do to show your love. All right. So if you love someone, okay, you have a duty. Okay. So if you love someone, you're not just gonna say, "Oh, I love you," and not act on that, right or wrong, right? You're not gonna just say, "I love you." Okay. Now we talking relationships. Okay. You have your partner, you know what I'm saying? You have your significant other. You tell this person, "I love you." Okay. You're not just gonna say that. What they say, actions speak louder than words. Okay. So you have a duty to carry out. You have a duty to carry out. You're going to do any and everything for this person, right? As much as you love yourself, you love this person as well. So you're gonna do you're gonna do anything and everything for you, right? You do anything for yourself, I hope. And if you won't, then you have no business. You have no business trying to love somebody else. Okay. So let's break it down. Love is a function. Okay. It's your duty. It's your duty to carry out this love, this function with actions and activities. Okay. I'm not saying activities as in, oh, we're going to the movie, not those type of activities. I'm talking about activities as in, I'm going to care for you, right? I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to do what I would do for myself. Okay? Those are the activities I'm talking about. The activity. Okay? You have a duty. You have responsibilities. When it comes to relationships, it's responsibilities that comes with it. All right? Are y'all with me? Are y'all with me? When you have relationships comes with responsibilities. All right? Now, if you don't love yourself, you have no business out there trying to love somebody else. If you don't love yourself, you have no business out there trying to love somebody else. Because what we doing? Now what we doing? You don't even love yourself. So now you putting on this persona, right? Now you meet somebody, you putting on this whole you meet somebody, y'all get, this now, let's say, for instance, this person, they actually, they love him, they know who they are, they love themselves, they feel good about themselves, and just, they know who they are, they know what they want. Okay? You put on this persona, you know what I'm saying? Like you putting on this act, right? That you got all your shit together. Nobody has their shit together. Nobody has their shit together. But you putting on this act that you love yourself, like you happy within yourself, you just have you know, and y'all get into a relationship. Okay? Y'all get into a relationship. A couple of months in, he finds out or she finds out, either or, vice versa. It don't matter. He, she, they, them. I don't give a damn. This person finds out that you really don't. You have a lot of baggage, a lot of, you have a lot of trauma that's built up, and you really not happy within yourself. You really don't have happy. You really don't love yourself. So now this person, let's go out, example, let's go out. And no, I'm okay. I don't feel like myself. What do you mean? You don't feel like yourself? What is yours? What do you mean? You should always feel like yourself. You are you. You are you. You should always feel like yourself. I don't feel myself. I don't feel like myself. Okay, so what do you want to like? What do you want to do? We're not. It's these things. Like it's just the little things. It's the little things, right? I don't feel like myself. You should always feel like yourself. You should always feel like yourself. If you don't feel like yourself, then obviously you don't know yourself on a deeper level. Right or wrong? Right or wrong? Am I right or wrong? Come on. If you don't feel like yourself, then you don't know yourself on a deeper level. You don't know yourself. And if you don't know yourself, you shouldn't be out here. You should not be out here trying to have somebody else get to know you. If you don't know yourself, you shouldn't be out here trying to get somebody else to get to know you. Because now you don't know yourself. You don't know yourself fully. Okay? You out here looking for relationships. You get into a relationship. Okay? And this person starts to get to know you. When you get in a relationship, when you're together with someone, right? You get to know them on a deeper level. right? You really on a deeper, you connect with them. All right. And now this person is finding a lot of things about you that you didn't even know about yourself. So if I'm finding things about if I'm finding things out about you that you didn't even know about yourself, right? You didn't know this about you, but I found, and I bring it up, boom, argument, right? Here comes an argument because now you're saying like, oh, you don't, why you think you know me better than me? Like, like you don't know me like that. It's just type shit, You don't know me better than I know myself, but I do because I spend more time, listen, I spend more time with you than you spend more time with yourself. Huh? Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. When I can know you better than you know yourself because I spend more time with you than you spend with yourself. Just because you are you and you walking in this vessel, right? Just because you in this vessel and you living day to day, that don't mean you know yourself. You're not spending time with yourself. You're not taking the time out of the day to just be alone and actually get to know yourself. Come on now. Come on. What we doing? You going out here, you surrounded by so many people, right? You waking up, you going to work, all right? You're surrounded by so many other personalities, so many spirits, so many souls, right? So many energies, all these frequencies, low, high, all the people vibrating, high, low, whatever. You don't know, you don't know, you don't know. You're not getting in tune with yourself, especially if you never took the time to do that on a personal level. Not you just out here, you're just out here just going with the movements. You're just going with the flow. You're just going with the flow. All right. That's not how you're supposed to operate. We can't operate like that. Especially if you're trying to find love. You trying to be in a relationship. You trying to be in a committed relationship. You trying to actually like settle down. You can't. You have to know yourself first. You have to know yourself first. All right. You have to know yourself first. Okay. You have to know yourself first. Okay. There's a lot of people out here trying to find. There's a lot of people out here trying to find the right one when they can't even find out what's wrong with them. There's a lot of people out here trying to find the right one when they can't even find out what's wrong with them. Marinate on that real quick. Marinate on that. You know what I'm saying? Just think about that real quick. Think about that. Okay? Think about it. If you can't figure out your trauma, okay? Because we all got trauma. We all have trauma. It all depends on, right? Who has control over it, who can handle it, okay? Because we all carry it with us. We all carry trauma with us. We all carry trauma. Everybody has trauma. You know what I'm saying? No matter if you got cheated on, this. You got cheated on. You have you've been sexually assaulted by either a loved one, family member, or a stranger. It don't matter. We all have trauma. Okay, we all have trauma. Abandonment from mom or dad. Okay, we all have trauma. This is all trauma that we carry with us throughout life. And with these traumas, we carry them and we bring them into our relationships. Okay? We bring these into our relationships. And if you don't have control over this, if you haven't dealt with it, right? And you still, like, you just bury it. Let's say you just bury it, okay? You got it bottled up. You get into a relationship, eventually these things are gonna come out. These traumas, right? These issues, these situations are gonna come out. Because it's gonna be that one thing that your partner triggers. It's gonna be triggers, right? We all have you got triggers, right? So your partner is gonna trigger something that brings that one trauma out. Okay, it may not be all of them, right? But it may be that one. All right, and it may you might just pop out, you might just spaz out for no reason. You don't know why, and your partner might not know why. But deep down inside, it was a trigger. Like something just sparked, and it reminded you of your past. Okay, and now you're probably like, yo, what's the issue? Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? What are we doing here? And you just going in. Okay. So we have to realize I'm about to start writing this shit down. We finna hit the drawing board on this motherfucker, because listen, before you get in a relationship, right? I'm about to hit the drawing board, Joe. Y'all, I'm about to hit the drawing board. Before you get in a relationship, okay? Before you get in a relationship, first of all, we have to love ourselves. You have to love yourself. Okay? You have to love yourself. We all have trauma. Okay? Everybody has trauma. Okay? Everybody has trauma. How are you going to deal with that trauma? Okay? So if it is abandonment issues, right? Let's say you a goddess, okay? You're a goddess, and your father, your dad, abandoned you. You know, like y'all didn't have a great relationship. Okay? Y'all did not have a great relationship. Before you get into a relationship, intimately, I'm saying with your partner, okay? Before you get into that type of relationship, you have to confront your father. You have to sit down face to face with this father figure. You know, you have to sit down face to face with your dad. Okay. And now, if it's a different story, like if your dad, you know, isn't here anymore, like if your dad left this realm when you were young, okay? Now that's a different story. That is a completely different story, okay? But I'm talking about the ones that the father was around, you know, that was still breathing, and y'all just didn't connect, or y'all didn't have a great relationship. He left, or he kept coming back in and out of your life. He just didn't teach you how to be, you know, not even how to be, but he didn't teach you what to look for in a king and a guy, right? He didn't teach you that. He didn't show you that. Okay. He treated your mom very poorly. He treated your mom bad. And as a kid growing up, you know, as a young guy that's growing up, that's what you see. So you assume that's what, you know, relationships supposed to be. That's all kids. You know, you see how your parents are, you just assume like that's how it's supposed to be, especially if you have other other couples in your life, and they're the exact same way. Like, let's say, like, uncles, aunties, you know, you're just gonna assume like, oh, this is how relationships supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be, right? And man, it's crazy because it's like it's not. That's not how it's supposed. Like our like okay. So as a goddess, as a young goddess, young daughter, female, your your first relationship is with the father, right? The daughter's first relationship is with the father. She's going to look at the father as this is who I'm supposed to. This is the man I'm supposed to be with, not physically, not not the father, but this is the type of man I'm supposed to be with, right? The characteristics, the traits. This is the man. This is the type of man I'm supposed to be with. This is the person I'm going to look for when I get older and I start dating. This is the man I'm going to be looking for, okay? And vice versa, right? With the son, with the young guys, right? Our first relationship is with the mother, okay? We're looking for the same person, the same female that's like our moms. You know what I'm saying? Same characteristics, same traits, That's what we're looking for because that was our first relationship. Not sexually or anything like that, but psychologically. Like we looking at that like this is what I want my wife to be. This is what I'm looking for when I seek out for my female, for my queen, That's all it is. That's psychology, So with the goddesses, right? With the young goddesses, when the father isn't around, or the father jumping in and out, father cussing out mom, things like that, just all types of just poor, like just negative energy, just negative personalities, right? This is why a lot of females, like y'all, like the guys, come on now, y'all know, come on. You can talk to a female that has daddy issues, right? And then you can talk to a female that the father was in her life. It's a huge difference. It is a huge difference. She's gonna carry herself as a different way, right? She knows what she wants. She has respect for herself. It's different. It's different. So we have to take these things into consideration. We got to take these things into consideration. All right. So with I'm talking to the goddesses. I'm talking to the females. All right. I'm talking to the females. We have to. Y'all gotta. If y'all do have those daddy issues, if y'all did have those daddy issues, y'all have to confront, especially if he's still around. Y'all have to sit down with him. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have to go to the root of the problem. Go to the problem. Don't just hold it in. What you holding it in for? You holding it in for what? Why are you gonna hold this problem, this trauma in when you can actually get it out? You can get some clarity. You can get, what are we doing? You can get some closure, you right? Go sit down with the problem. Ask the questions that you need to ask. You got the questions. You got the questions because you ask yourself every day. Come on now. Y'all ask the questions to yourselves every day, or y'all ask y'all partner, y'all husband, y'all boyfriend, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all ask him the questions. So instead of asking us, the men the question that's in the house or that y'all talking to, how about you go sit down with Pops? Go sit down with Pops. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. It don't matter. Oh nah, we don't talk that. We don't talk at all. We don't get along at all. Okay, that's fine. But in order for you to move on, in order for you to deal with this baggage, this trauma, you have to get some closure. You got to get some clarity. You have to talk to this man. You got to talk to this man. Yo, why you do this? Why wasn't you, you know what I'm saying? Why didn't you come to my soccer games? Why didn't you come to my basketball games? What was you at when I really did, you know what I'm saying? What was you at on a father-daughter dance? Like, these are the questions. Oh, and you know, sometimes, hey, listen, sometimes, you know, fathers, you know, all they do is work, you know. I did everything, you know, I did everything that I can do. I did everything I did for you so you can have food on the table, clothes on your back, a roof over your head. That's fine. I appreciate that. But it's the little things, right? It's the littlest things. It's the things that's smaller than that. You know, when I had a nightmare, what was you at? When I need, you know, monsters under the bed, what was you at? Or even when mommy was crying, you wasn't nowhere to be found. I had to, you know, I had to console her. Like, these are the questions I gotta ask Pops if he's still around. Okay? These are the questions. Like, face the problem. Don't hold your partner, your man, don't hold your man's, right? Don't hold your man's to what your pops did. I ain't nothing like your pops. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like I said, you might see some type of characteristics, you know, you might see some type of something in me that reminds you of your dad, but is that the negative or is that the positive, right? So when you looking for a man, are you looking for the negative or are you looking for the positive? Okay. Okay, so let's say Pops was abusive. Okay, Pops was abusive. I'm talking to the goddesses. I'm talking to the goddesses. This is the goddesses. So I'm talking to the goddesses. I'm talking to the females, right? Let's say Pops was abusive. So when you out here seeking, when you out here looking for a man, are you looking? Are you seeking out those characteristics as an abusive man? Are you looking for those traits, those characteristics? Or are you looking for something the positive? Okay? Because no matter what, we see good in everyone and we see bad in everyone. You know, it's good in everybody. It's good in everybody. I don't give a damn what y'all say. It's good in everybody. Every person has good in them. Okay? Every person has evil in them. Okay, but it's up to you. What are you seeking? What are you looking for? Are you looking for the good or are you looking for the bad? You know, and a lot of us, you know, once you start elevating, once you get that, you know, it's not as much evil in you, you know. When you have a lot of evil, when you have a lot of negativity, negative energy within you, that means you're just not happy with you. You're just not happy within yourself. You can't be happy, you know? That's what that is. That's all that means. That's all that means. When you have a lot of evilness, like just negativity, you're not happy with yourself, you know? But like ladies, I'm saying, what are you looking for? Your dad abusive. So obviously, like I said, psychologically, you know, your first relationship, your first like you are in a relationship with Pops. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, you're looking at Pops as Prince Charming. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I want my husband to be when I get older. So are you looking for the bad or are you looking for the good? Okay. Now you can see the good. So now, obviously, it's good and pops because I'm just gonna give I'm gonna give everybody the benefit of the doubt. We're not out here looking for bad people. We're not out here just looking for people that's gonna do what's wrong. We're not out here for that. We're not doing that. Okay. So you find the good. You find the good traits within that man that reminds you of your father. Right? Okay, so now here's the thing. Now you have to start opening up. Either you got to open up to this man, depending on how long y'all in the relationship for. Depending on how long y'all in the relationship for. If it's you, I'm not saying open up. Or a week or two in within a relationship. Like y'all 2 dates in, and don't just put it all on the plate. Don't do that. Don't do that. But you still gotta let a motherfucker know, like, I'm not really ready for a fully committed relationship, right? I'm not really over my past. I still got some trauma that I'm dealing with, and I'm not saying like this don't have to be on the first 2 dates, but before y'all get intimate, before y'all get too deep into the situation, to the relationship. I don't want to say situation because we ain't even on the situationships yet. You know what I'm saying? But before y'all get too deep, before y'all start moving too fast, we got to open up. You know what I'm saying? We got to get to know each other a lot more. Because now I have to know, as a man, I have to know if I can I deal with this? Can I deal with this trauma, right? Can I deal with what she got going on? Can she deal with, first of all, can she deal with it? And is she gonna pour that on me? Is she gonna put all that on me? Okay, because now I can work with it. I can work with it, right? As long as she's working with it herself. You know what I'm saying? If she can work with it herself, if she's working on it, then fine, that's cool. I'm feeling her, I can work with her, But the thing is, here we go, right? We start getting comfortable. All right. Women start getting comfortable. And instead of facing the problem, the root of the problem, right? Instead of facing the root of the problem, what they do? The men start becoming the problem, or the men start becoming the therapist, And it's like, I don't know. Like, I really, you got to go talk to him. You got to go talk to your mans. You know what I'm saying? Like, ask him these questions that you asking me. But they get so comfortable, they fall back, Like, now I don't rock with him no way, so I'm just going to holler at you. We can't do that. Can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because the men also have trauma that he's dealing with, He might have dealt, I can't even say he dealt with, but he has trauma that he's dealing with. Now we going on to the guys. You know what I'm saying? Let's move on to the guys. Let's move on, because the guys, you know what I'm saying? The guys now, he got trauma. You know what I'm saying? He has trauma. He got trauma. You know what I'm saying? He got trauma. He has trauma. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Yeah, he got trauma. You know what I'm saying? He got trauma as well. So if he has trauma, mom's abandoned him. He has mommy issues. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Grandma raised him all his life. You know, mom's still here. Mom's still in the picture. But she always dropped him off at Graham's crib. Hey, you going to Graham's crib? I'm going, you know what I'm saying? I got to go to work or whatever. I'll be back to come pick you up. When I get out, when my shift over with, I'll come back and pick you up. She don't come back for 2-3 days. You know what I'm saying? She come back, pick you up, pick up the little homie, you know. They go do a little fun activity or whatever. And then it's just a cycle, you know. Sometimes he do go home with her, you know, but you still young. Now, as this young guy get older, you know, now she don't have to drop him off at Graham's crib, you know. He a little bit older now. He about what, 12, 13 now. He good. He can be at the crib by himself. Okay? But it's still mom not there. You know what I'm saying? Mom not there. Now what if mom now pop's not there? We not saying like pop's not in the picture. We talking about pop's not in the picture because we know they broke up the families. They broke up the families what in the 70s, I believe. Like they was on a mission to break up families in the 70s, if I'm not mistaken. It was, I think it started in the 70s. You know what I'm saying? They start taking all types of like, they start knocking down the warehouses, the manufacturer job, all that. You know what I'm saying? But pop's not home. You know, then in the 80s, that the crap era hit. You know, they start dropping drugs in our community, all types of. So pop's not at the crib. He either selling or using. You know what I'm saying? So if he's selling, jail. If he's using, he can't be around. He can't be in the crib no way. You know, so that's that. You know, that's a whole. And we gonna really go deep. We gonna talk about that too. You know what I'm saying? We gonna dig deeper into that as well. That's another lecture. That's a whole nother. But mom going in and out, you know. Okay, so now you're a little bit older, so now mom getting a little So now let's say mom's bringing dudes in and out the crib, right? Different dudes. Now, as a teenager, you getting you know, you like, man, who is you? Like, what's to you? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's to you? You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't need you. You know what I'm saying? We good over here. Like, what? But this is all psychological. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just is wearing down on you. So as you get older, right? You start trying to get into relationships, right? You get into relationships. Now, this is you thinking about all of these situations, all of this shit that you went through as a kid, as a jit, right? You see moms with different men. So now you got trust issues. All right, because like I said, remember, as a young boy, as a young guy, you know what I'm saying? Your first relationship is who? Moms. All right. So that's your first girlfriend type, hypothetically speaking. You know what I'm saying? Not sexually, none of that. Like y'all, like if y'all thinking that type, y'all vibrating very low, and y'all need to just go figure some shit out. You know. But I'm just talking trauma. We still on trauma. We still talking this trauma. So now you got trust issues. Because you like, man, I want a female like my mom's. You know what I'm saying? But if I seen her with different men, like it's the one that I actually got feelings for. Is she like my mom? Do she got different men as well? And that's when the trust issues come in. Okay? Now we got trust issues. All right, so and then trust is crazy. Trust is a whole different, because when you don't trust somebody, like, first of all, you don't trust, you shouldn't be in a relationship. Trust is like the main thing, right? Like that's like one of the top, like that's a priority. Trust is a priority. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got trust, you ain't got nothing. Right? You ain't got trust, you ain't got nothing. If you can't trust her, and you think, you think she out there doing whatever she doing, like your mind get to going crazy. Like the mind is a powerful thing. So once that one negative thought hits your that mind process, that thought process is over with. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like it's like that light bulb. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a light bulb in your head. Like that one negative thought is a mosquito. You know what I'm saying? And that one mosquito gonna start attracting all other mosquitoes, and it's just gonna be hella negative thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And that's trust. Like if you think your female or your partner out there doing dirt, then what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people out there, like, you know what? There's a lot of people that get comfortable though. Like we get comfortable. We get comfortable with who we're with, right? We get comfortable with who we're with. And if we feel like they out there doing dirt, we're not gonna leave. We're not gonna. I mean, some of us will just be like, you know what, I'm gone. Like you tweaking, but a lot, like, you know what, all right, cool. Forgive, what is it? Forgive, but don't forget. Forgive, but don't forget. That's cool. You did what you did. I'm gonna go do what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Now we even. You know what I'm saying? Two wrongs don't make it right, but it make it even though. Two wrongs don't make it right, but it make it even though. Right? So, and then the whole time, this is your trauma. This is your trauma dealing. You know what I'm saying? You haven't dealt with your trauma. You haven't faced your trauma. So you out here thinking that your partner doing dirt, like she out here doing dirt because this is what you seen moms doing, right? But in reality, she's working. She literally working. You know what I'm saying? She out here working. She, it's she doing a little bit overtime. She gotta go get her nails. Like she wanna go get her nails. Like she wanna have a little spa day. But you think she out here linking up with somebody else. So you like, all right, cool. You know what? That's those insecurities. And it's not just males. It's not just guys. It's goddesses as well. Females got a lot of insecurities. You know what I'm saying? Females got a lot of insecurities. Because they're not happy with themselves. Because the same thing, though. It's the same thing. It's the trauma. You know what I'm saying? It's that trauma. Because they seen how dad treated moms. You know what I'm saying? So now they think they looking like, oh, I'm not good enough. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm not good enough for him. They have low self-esteem. If you have low self-esteem, Joe, I ain't gonna lie. If you have low self-esteem, you shouldn't be dating. You should not be out here looking for something. If you have low self-esteem, you should not be dating. You have low self-esteem, you should not be dating. Do you hear me? Low self-esteem people should not be dating at all, whatsoever. It don't like, no, should not be dating. All right? Low self-esteem, you shouldn't be dating. You should be trying to find yourself. You should be trying to um higher your frequency. Okay? You shouldn't be in the problem. What the problem is, here's the problem. Here go the problem for real. We want to get technical. We want to get technical. Hold on, we want to get technical. We want to get technical. The problem is we don't know how to be alone. Okay. We don't like to be alone. So because of that reason, we don't want to deal with our trauma, okay? Because when we are alone, like when we are alone, we have to deal with our trauma. That's when those thoughts start lingering. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we don't like to be alone. We don't like to be alone because those thoughts start lingering, right? We actually start thinking about 2 years ago, getting cheated on, or 10 years ago, we got, touched by uncle or auntie, or, 10 years ago, 14 years ago, whatever, dad put hands on mom, or mom poured a knife on dad, dad was drunk and said certain things. It's a lot of things that, like, when you alone, you start thinking about these things. Mom brought a bunch of, mom had a lot of co-workers coming over to work on work projects. You know what I'm saying? Dad, had a bunch of friends coming over. It's a lot of things. Like, you just start thinking about those things. Like, when you're alone, when you're alone, you really think, you really get to know yourself. And a lot of we don't like that. We don't like to face the problem. We don't like to face a problem. So instead of facing a problem, what do? We seek and just hop in another relationship. Situationship. That's what we do. We hop in another situationship. We find somebody else. But knowing damn well, my bad. Knowing damn well, we're not ready. We're not ready to find somebody else yet. We still coping on these previous feelings from the previous relationship. But I can't sit here. I can't sit here for a week by myself. Let me hop on these apps. Let me hop on these dating apps, because that's all it is now. That's all it is now, dating apps. Let me hop on these apps. Let me get the swiping. I don't care who it is. I just want company. I just want company. Right? I just want some company. And we have to realize we're out here hurting, because we're hurting and we're not conquering our past, our feelings. We're hurting the next person, okay, that maybe have conquered their past and they dealt with their trauma. They carry their trauma on their shoulders, like on their back, like a backpack. They good. Like, yep, this is me. This is what I've been through. Yeah, you know, and then we, the ones that's hurt, right? We get in tune with them, and because we're not healed, right? We're not healed. We bring that low vibration, that low frequency, that bad energy towards them, right? But because, like I said, we put on this act, we put on this persona. You know what I'm saying? Uh that we cool. You know what I'm saying? We put on this act that, like, yeah, we good, we cool, we focus. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got a past, but it's in the past. You know what I'm saying? Like, I dealt with it. In reality, you didn't. So now you bringing all of that towards this person that's been strong, and then you pour all of this on them, and then they at a setback. Now y'all both down here. You know what I'm saying? They was up here, you was down here. You pretended like you was up here with them, right? They fall for it. Now you bring them down. Those situations. Those situationships. All right. Okay. Hold on. These are situationships. You know what I'm saying? Let me. Yeah, these some situationships. You know what I'm saying? Now you got yourself in a little situationship. You know what I'm saying? You got yourself in a little situation. Okay? Had to blow my nose a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Had to blow the nose. But we gotta know, like, it's a lot of, when it comes to these situationships, we gotta know what we getting ourselves into. You know what I'm saying? We gotta know. A lot of us just jumping into shit. Right? A lot of us just jumping into shit. You can't do that. Come on now. Get it together. Get it together. Get it together. Get your shit together. You know what I'm saying? Get your shit together first. Then hop into some shit, you know? But we don't do that. We don't do that because we don't want to be alone. We don't want to be alone. Because when we're alone, like I said, we start thinking about shit. Shit start hitting us. And we don't want that. We don't want to think about it. We don't want to think about it. But promise you, once you start, like, once you face the problem, right? Once you start facing a problem, things gonna get better. Things gonna get better. You know what I'm saying? Things gonna get way better. Right? Um, so we talked about like how as a young guy, moms is your first relationship, your first girlfriend, so to speak, that's what you look to. That's who you look up to as like I want her to be like I want my wife to be like mom. I want my wife to be like moms. Okay. And as a daughter, as a goddess, I want pops. I want my husband to be like pops. You know what I'm saying? If he was there, especially if he was there, no matter what, like um even if he was abusive, he was, an alcoholic, he was all bad, he was just all bad, but you still seen some type of good in him because why? That's my dad, that's pops, that's my father, and vice versa. That's even with the young guys, you know what I'm saying? With a young boy, like a mom could have been doped up on drugs, all types of shit. She could have been an alcoholic. You know what I'm saying? She could have been drugged out, all types of shit. But at the end of the day, you still gonna see some type of good in her because why? That's your mom. Okay? So you're gonna see some type of good in them. Okay? And when you that little, even if it's a small amount of good, of gracious, of goodness, whatever, you know, that's what you're gonna look for in your partner. Okay, and yeah, psychologically, you might like still like be attracted to those those bad characteristics that mom or dad had. You might be you might because it's already in you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what you've seen. That's what you that's it is what it is, right? And maybe that's why sometimes we do end up with the wrong people. You know what I'm saying? We do end up with the wrong folks. All right. So now let's talk about dads, right? Like dads and sons now. Let's talk about. Okay, so now dad, son see dad bringing all types of females around. Now, as a kid, as a young kid, you know what I'm saying? As a young guy, as a jit, that's something that fathers now, like father, if you're a father now, you have to be aware of this. You have to be aware of, do you want your kid, do you want your son to be like this? Do you want your son to have multiple women? Okay. Like you got to realize that you're a role model. Okay. You're a role model. So when we're growing up, when we see our fathers with multiple women, what are we thinking like, oh, that's okay. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how okay. That's how I want to be. I'm gonna be just like that. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm looking up to Pop. That's my role model. Like that's my idol. I want to be like Pops. So I'm gonna have, if I see him with plenty female, and this back then, like back then, um, dad, even shit, probably today, like dads would be like, yo, this, like they had a son with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, don't tell mom, you know what I'm saying? But this, I'm about to go meet up with a friend. Like this is just a friend from work type shit. This is a friend from, it's only a friend. Like we just nothing, just a friend from work. It's like, and they really emphasize that. You know what I'm saying? They really emphasize on that. And as a kid, like, you know what I'm saying, as a young boy, we see that. We look at that like, okay, cool. Okay, so now daddy got female friends. He still got mommy, but he got female friends. And that's it's just we all gotta realize, like, man, kids are so like sponges. You know what I'm saying? Kids are sponges. So as a young age, like we looking at all of this. You know what I'm saying? We see all this. Kids see all this. So as we're getting older and older, we like, all right, cool. I got my woo woo, but I'm still gonna have me I'm gonna have me some friends. Right? We can't be friends. That's like that's the main niggas love it. We can't be friends. That's why do y'all think niggas say that? Female ladies. On my R. Kelly shit. Ladies. Why do y'all think niggas say that for real? You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas grew up like that. Damn, we can't. I know you got a man. We can be friends. Oh shit! Like, I know, yeah, I got a girl, but we can still be friends because we grew up like our fathers. That's how we was raised. Don't tell me. Look, we about to go meet up with a friend of mine. That's it. I gotta realize. Come on now. All of this shit is like, come on. Come on now. We can still be friends. We can still be friends. We can still be friends. Huh? Come on now. Come on. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know I ain't lying. Y'all know I'm not lying. Right? But that's what it is. But that's also, that still works, that trauma. That comes back to the trauma on us, because think about it. Like, man, like, guys, man, think about it. Think about it for real. Right? We doing all that, you know what I'm saying? We can yell out, woo out the band, you know what I'm saying? Now we can still be friends, right? But now we can still be woo, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. We doing this. So here's the thing, like, niggas, like, nowadays, like, it's so, why is it a competition? Like, it's a challenge nowadays. I don't know, like, I don't know if it was like this back then, but it's a challenge, Joe. I feel like, why do I feel like it's a challenge now? Like, why is it a challenge for a man to get at a female that's already taken? Why is it a challenge? Like, I feel like niggas be like, man, yeah, she had a husband. I see the ring on her finger, but I think I can get it. Like, it's like that. Like what they say, just because it's a goalie, that don't mean I can't score. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is that a challenge? Like, why is that the thing to do? You know what I'm saying? But because of that, that's the reason though. Like, okay, just because it's a goalie, that don't mean I can't score. So I'm still trying to J down on shorty, right? So then when you get your girl, when you get your female, right? You got trust issues, right? You got trust issues because when she have girls' night out, what you thinking? I know how, damn, nah, hell nah, because I know how I am. I know how I was. Nah, Joe, niggas gonna be on her. Yeah, yeah, right. Motherfucking karma, nigga. Karma is a real thing. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you put out there, it's gonna come right back to you. Whatever you put in the universe is gonna come right back to you. Okay? You out here trying to, you out here, it's a game to you. It's a game to you. You out here trying to sleep with married women because oh no, and it ain't no attachment. I can, yeah. And then once, what happens when you get married? When you want to settle down, when you start settling down, trust issues. You have trust issues. You don't now. You controlling. You controlling. You're not gonna let her go out because I know how. Especially, it's fucked up. Really, look. All right, listen, y'all. Listen, y'all. If you nigga, if you got a female and females vice versa, okay? If you got a female and she had a man and you took her from her man and you feel like you achieved something, you got trust issues. You're gonna have trust. You're gonna be so controlling because now you're thinking like, yo, I know how you are. Because I'm thinking like how I got you. I got you when you had, you was in a full-blown relationship. I got you from that. So why wouldn't you do the same thing to me? And she can say, oh, I wasn't happy, I wasn't happy in that relationship, whatever. But you're not buying that. And vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa. Ladies. And then we can this is when we start talking about like polygamy and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of females against it. Right? A lot of females like, nah, I'm not with that. I'm not with that poly shit. I'm not with polygamy. You know what I'm saying? With the polygamy shit and all that, whatever. But he had a whole female. But you still end up talking. You still talking to him. You know he got a whole female at the crib. You know he got a whole wife at home. You know what I'm saying? But you still talking to him. You still entertaining him. You still sleeping with him. Right? Right? Ladies. There's a lot of ladies out there that do this shit. You know what I'm saying? But they're not with the polygamy. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing polygamy. We're not doing that. We're not doing polygamy. No. But you sleeping with a whole married man. What you mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you mean? What you mean? So when a female know that you got a whole, you know what I'm saying, you in a full-blown relationship, you know what I'm saying, and you break up with shorty and you get with her. Now you get with this female, the side piece. Let's call it how it is. Let's call it how it is. You got your main, then you got the side piece. Now the side piece becomes the main. Now, fellas, you know what you're getting yourself into because you know this female that you just made the main, she's not about to trust you at all. She has no trust in you because what is she thinking? What is she thinking? Come on, what's she thinking? Exactly. Y'all know what she thinking? Y'all know what she thinking. Oh, I took him from his other relationship, so I can only match. There's another female out there. He's talking to another female. That's what she thinks. He got to be talking to another female because he was talking to me when he was in a full committed relationship. So what are we doing? Like, come on, what are we? These are the situationships. These are not relationships. Come on, these are not relationships. These are not relationships, but we taking them and we're literally putting that label on it. Yep, I'm in a relationship. We are a couple. Like once you put that title on it, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. But that's when all the problems come in. That's when all the issues come in. All these issues. Right? And what's the point? What's the point of that? Like, why just we gotta, as men, not even as men, as just adults, we have to be, we gotta be upfront. We just gotta be upfront. Like, listen, you gotta be upfront. Like, listen, yo, you ain't the only one I'm talking to. Okay? You're not the only one I'm talking to. I'm talking to you, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking to two other folks. You know what I'm saying? Whether this go hand in hand. I'm talking females, males. You know what I'm saying? Females, you gotta be 100. Like, nigga, you ain't the only one I'm talking to. I got two other niggas on the side. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas weighing their options. I'm just weighing my options. Be 100. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's at least ain't nobody getting hurt. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody putting their all into a relationship in their mind, and in reality, it's a situationship. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, relationships comes with what? Responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? If you're in a relationship, all right, you're in a relationship, you're gonna take care of their needs. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna take care of that person, right? You have responsibility. You gonna be there when they need you to be. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be there when you want to be there. You're gonna be there when they need you. That's a relationship. Like, it's responsibilities. Okay, you have responsibilities. You got to be accountable. You know what I'm saying? It's accountability, responsibilities. You got to be accountable for the things that you do in a relationship. Now, in a situationship, it's just situations. You know what I'm saying? It's and I want to quote my man's. My dog. You know what I'm saying? I want to quote my man's Dr. Umar Johnson. You know what I'm saying? I want to quote my man's Dr. Umar Johnson. He call him what do you call them? Pleasure contracts. Okay? He call them pleasure contracts. So these are like situations like, I'm gonna see you when I want to see you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna go out, we're gonna have fun, we're gonna, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna go to the concert, we're gonna go out to eat, we're gonna, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna link up when we want to link up. But we don't have no responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna see you when I want to see you. You're gonna see me when you want to see me. These are like these are pleasure contracts. You know what I'm saying? Pleasure contracts. You know, these are the friends with benefits. This is what that is. You know what I'm saying? We can still talk, chop it up, whatever. But we not in a relationship. We not gonna put no title on it. That's what that is. This is what that is. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are mistaking these situationships, these pleasure contracts for relationships. And in reality, all we have to do is just be 100. Like, yo, nah, this what it is. This what it is. You know what it is. I know what it is. We're not in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be there for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. It's not my duty. You know, love. It's not my duty to be there for you. But you know what I'm saying? If you need If you need me, you know what I'm saying? If you need something, I'm gonna be there for you. You feel me? If you need something, I'll be there for you. If it's you know, if I can be. Like, I'll be there for you if I can be. But I'm not gonna I'm not gonna I'm not gonna push things aside just to put you first. Like in a relationship, yeah. And if you're in a relationship, hell yeah, you better, like, if you need me there, then yeah, I'm there for you. No matter what, I'm pushing everything to the side. You become first. You're my main priority in a relationship, in a situationship, and in that pleasure contract. You know what I'm saying? If you need me, I can see what I can do. You feel me? I see what I can do. I try. That's what that is. All right. So we just gotta know, like, these situationships, like the polygamy, all that shit, like, females so against it, but they practice it. They just don't want the feedback. They don't want that feedback from their friends, like, oh girl, you what? You with that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do that. I don't know. And once females get into females' heads, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? It's over with. It's over with. But females do it on a day-to-day basis. Females do it all day, every day, no problem. And niggas do it too. Niggas do it as well. Like, niggas know Shorty got a whole husband. Niggas know Shorty got a whole man. You know what I'm saying? But they still, what they doing? Niggas still on her, niggas still texting her, you know what I'm saying? Niggas still FaceTiming her when he ain't around. Niggas still doing all of this, giving her mad attention. You know what I'm saying? And she playing along. Like, yeah, I don't love him. This is my thing. This is what I like. I'm against marriage. I'm not against marriage, but I'm against marriage. I know that's very contradicting, but fuck it. I don't give a damn. I'm against marriage, but I'm not against marriage. I don't know. Like, I don't know where I stand on the shit. First of all, I know where I stand because if I ever get married, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to no motherfucking courthouse. I'm not signing no papers. Now, you fuck? What the fuck? The fuck am I signing papers for? Fuck the state. Fuck that state. You know what I'm saying? Fuck y'all laws. Fuck them man-made laws. If I want to say this is my wife, then motherfucker, this is my wife. Fuck, I don't need to sign no motherfucking papers to let y'all know this is my wife. Fuck y'all, nigga, this is my wife. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So I'm against that shit. I'm against all that signing, all them signing papers and all that. You know what I'm saying? You know, I know women come from ladies, I know y'all different. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want a whole little ceremony. Y'all want the whole shebang. I'm cool with that. I'm cool. You know, we ain't got to go to the court. I ain't got to sign no papers. We can still have a little party. You know what I'm saying? We can have a whole ceremony. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like, we don't need. I'm not finna let no motherfucking state tell me that this is my wife. How the fuck you gonna tell me who the fuck I want to love till death do us apart? Like, how the fuck? Come on. Get the fuck up out of here with that goofy shit, first of all. But the marriage shit though, like, females will be like, yeah, it's even that. marriage a contract. You know, I hear a lot of people say like marriage is what's that shit? Like a financial contract, or like it's a financial business move type shit. Like it's a financial movement. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever they say some shit like that. You know, and it's like damn, like so that you live with my man, you live with this dude. You doing all types of shit with him. You got kids with him, whatever, or whatever. You got a whole household. You got a whole life built with this man, right? And you got somebody on the side. You got somebody on the side, and then you telling your side man, yeah, he do this, like he treat me bad. He do this, woo woo, this and that, blase, skippy, this, that, and the third. And it's like, well, damn. If you doing this to him, you feel me? If you doing this to him, ain't no telling what you gonna do to me. But niggas ain't thinking like that. Niggas ain't thinking like that. Some niggas is though. Like some niggas think like that and they don't care. A lot of some niggas just home wreckers. You know what I'm saying? They just take advantage. You know what I'm saying? A lot of men out there are predators and vice versa. A lot of women predators as well. Like they just take advantage of vulnerable man or vulnerable women. You know, they can see like they not really happy in a marriage at this point of time, in this moment of time, and they really prey on that shit. Like they hop on, you know, and they take advantage. And then when that person that's in this relationship, in this marriage, they do kind of like start having feelings for this other person that they just had an affair with, you know, they like, nah, I can't rock with you like that, you know. And it's a lot of people out here just low vibrate, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people just vibrating very fucking low, you know. A lot of people out here just vibrating very low, and I know, trust me, I know a few, I know somebody just like that. I know a motherfucker just like that, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker just like that, and it's just crazy. It's just crazy, you know what I'm saying? But it's motherfuckers just gotta let people know, be 100. You know what I'm saying? Be 100 with them. Like, yo, I ain't with it. You know what I'm saying? Or I see what you got going on. This is what I got going on. And we gon', you know what I'm saying? We gonna link. We gonna collide. Whatever. This is what it's gonna be. You know. And like with the marriage shit, you can't say like I'm with this person just because woo woo, like, and then have a whole nother life on the side. Men or women. You know what I'm saying? Man or woman. Like you can't be married to a motherfucker and then have a whole another life on the side saying like, oh, I'm just with this person just because, you know, like whatever. When we do this and that, when we do have sex, like I'm not into it and this whatever. But niggas, like it's niggas out there that be like, oh, okay, that yeah, I know. Whatever, and they buy it. Niggas be buying this shit. Niggas really buying. And I know it is females out there that really like that's not happy in a marriage. And it's niggas out there that's not happy in a marriage. But why are we still in this? Why are we still here? Why are we still here? Why are we still in here? You know what I'm saying? Like you have to move before you move in, like before you get married, you gotta move in with her. Like before you marry a motherfucker, you gotta move in with them. You have to live with them before you get married. Okay? Because when you start living with a motherfucker, first of all, what is it? It's the divorce rate now is crazy. The divorce rate is 50%. It's 50% plus. It's probably like 60% now. You know what I'm saying? You gotta live with a motherfucker before you marry them. Okay? Because that's when you get to know the real them. That's when you get to know a real motherfucker. You know, when you live with somebody, you're gonna get to know the real them. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna find out all they not flaws, because flaws don't exist. You know what I'm saying? You are made how you are made. Like you are made. That's who you are. You know what I'm saying? If you was made with whatever, that's how you made. You made with crooked teeth. That's how you made. That's not a flaw. That's who you are. And if a motherfucker can't love you for that, then they not for you. You know what I'm saying? So nobody has flaws. You know what I'm saying? Nobody has flaws. But you start realizing habits. You realize they bad habits because the ego don't like to lie. You know what I'm saying? The ego do not like to lie. Like we can be on the phone all day. We can be in a relationship and not living together for 6 months. You know what I'm saying? But once we start living together, you start realizing, like, I don't take out the garbage on, you know what I'm saying? I don't take out the garbage every night. I take out the garbage on, only on Tuesdays and Thursdays type shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't make the bed up. You want me to make the bed up every morning. I don't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? You make the bed up every morning. I don't do that. Like you start realizing, like you start picking up these, like you start realizing, like, okay, what the fuck? So before you get married, right, you wanna see these habits. You wanna see these bad habits. You know what I'm saying? Like you wanna, like, motherfucker, you don't wash the dishes. You know what I'm saying? Like she don't cook. She don't know how to cook. You know what I'm saying? And when she do cook, she leave all the dishes. Like she use every fucking dish. And then she expect you to do the dishes because she cook, you do the dish. Like shit like that. Like it's just habit that you just certain things. You know what I'm saying? You just realize certain habits. You know what I'm saying? So you want to know these habits before you make that huge commitment. Put that ring on it. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all motherfuckers gonna go to the court. Y'all gonna sign all types of papers and do all this, that, and the third, and it's gonna be a motherfucker. So when y'all do move in, y'all been together 2-3 years, y'all get married, move in together, right? Now what? Oh, nah, hell nah. She don't do this. She expect me to do that. He don't do this. He don't put the seat down. He don't, you know what I'm saying? Like this, that, and the third. Like now y'all got all these disagreements. Y'all see these bad habits. Now what y'all doing? Now here we go. 4 months in, y'all about to divorce each other. Y'all been together 3-4 years. 4 months in, y'all signing more papers, going to the court, signing more papers. Come on. Move in together first. Okay? See if you can live with, because if you love this person, first of all, if you love this person anyway, you're gonna find a way to be like, okay, I can deal with that. I can deal with these. I can deal with that. Right? If you truly love this person, you're gonna deal with certain things that you normally won't deal with in a situationship. Okay, but if you're in a relationship, you love this person, you're gonna deal with certain things that you normally won't deal with. Huh? So move in first. Move in first before marriage. Okay. See these habits. Figure out if you can actually deal with these habits. You can, live with this. Can you compromise? All right. Can she compromise? Okay. If you can, cool. Here we go. Now we can do this. Now, I'm not saying don't move in just for a month or two. Nah, you have to move in, live together for at least 6 months. 6 months to a year. Okay? 6 months to a year. All right. And then if these are the things that you're able to move past, like if these are some things you're able to, okay, I can deal with that, I can live with that, that's cool, whatever. Now, you can't start thinking of divorce right away. So like, let's say y'all did live together, right? Let's say y'all did live together for 6 months to a year, okay? All right, end up getting married, okay, cool, whatever. Now the first 2-3 years, it should not be no divorce. It should not be no divorce talk, no divorce thoughts, because y'all have become one now. Y'all have become one. So now y'all are learning, okay? Y'all are learning how to live with one another. Y'all are learning how to be one. Okay? Does that make sense? Y'all learning how to be one. Y'all learning how to be a actual couple. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all was together for that 6 months to a year, but now following 2 years, y'all still have to learn to be. Y'all still in the learning phase. Y'all still learning to be one. Okay? So ain't no divorce talk in the first 2 years of marriage. It can't be. If that's the case, then y'all shouldn't have gotten married in the first place. If y'all talking about divorce in like the first 3 years, y'all shouldn't have got married in the first place. That was a waste of y'all time. That was a waste of y'all money. Y'all tweet. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tweet. You know? So always before you get married, move in, live with each other first. Live with each other first. Okay? We gotta live with each other first. We have to love ourselves before we even consider loving somebody else. Okay? We have to deal with trauma. All right, we have to deal with our trauma. Deal with our trauma. Okay, we have to face the problem. Okay, face the problem first. Stop putting the problem, stop putting the trauma on your significant other. Okay? Stop saying you remind me of you remind me of my dad. You remind me of my mom. Stop doing that. Y'all in a relationship, y'all gotta stop doing that. We have to stop doing that. Because now that's putting a lot of pressure on the significant other. That's putting like ladies saying like, yo, you remind me of you just like my dad. What? I already know how you feel about your pops. You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't tell me y'all don't get along. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all don't get along and I remind you of your dad, what the fuck we doing together? If I remind you of your dad so much and y'all don't get along, you don't even like your nigga. You don't even like this nigga. You don't like pops. What the fuck we doing? What are we doing? You know? So those are little things, like those are little sayings, like those are little things that people say that's still holding on to trauma. See, when you have trauma, stop trying to get into these relationships. All right? Stop trying to get in these relationships. Okay? Like ladies, like women, like y'all, when these ladies, these queens, you know what I'm saying? When the queens got the daddy issues. You know what I'm saying? When they have daddy issues. They put on they put up a front. You know what I'm saying? They put up a front. Like, yeah, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I don't fuck with him, fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? They be on that. They be on that. Trust me, they be on that. I've dealt with a lot of women that had daddy issues, and I became the therapist. And that's like, I ain't, you know, that's not healthy. That's not healthy in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? That's not healthy in a relationship. But when it's a lot of females out there that is like they do have daddy issues, and because of that, they are promiscuous. You know what I'm saying? So because of the daddy issues, like they felt abandoned. You know what I'm saying? Like they felt abandoned from pops. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have no love from pops. You know what I'm saying? They out seeking for that love. You know what I'm saying? They out looking for any type of love from a man because they never got that from their dad. You know? So it's a lot of women out here just promiscuous. Like they just out here just being with man and 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 man, you know? And even with that, right? Even with that, it brings trauma. Because it'll be certain, you know, like to them it'd be certain because it's certain men like that they be with that they looking for something out of, you know, like they actually looking for something out of that situationship because it's not that's not a relationship at all, right? So, but they still like in those situationships, like when they just pleasure contract, when they signing these pleasure contracts, but they still looking for something or some type of commitment. They still looking for something out of this contract when they didn't already put it out there to the man, like, yo, this is nothing but a good time. This ain't nothing but a fun time, right? And that's in a man's mind. That's in a man's mentality. Like this ain't nothing but a good time. This ain't nothing but a fun time. But in the female's mentality, that her thought process is this ain't nothing but a good time. But I'm like deep down inside, psychologically, she's still thinking like, do he have this type of characteristic or that I'm looking for? Do he have these traits that I'm looking for, these good traits that I'm looking for? So that's why they're so promiscuous, because they just seeking for that attention that they never got from pops. That's all it is. That's all it is. So when they out here like that, like, and it can be the same thing for a man. It can be the same thing for a male. It can be the same thing for a guy. You know what I'm saying? It can be the same thing. It's not just, it's not one sided. It's not one sided. It's vice versa. So a nigga can be doing the same. Like, he could just be out here sleeping with females, or just hopping female to female, looking for that looking for that mom, like that mom, that nurture. You know what I'm saying? That mom nurturing. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's looking for a mom. That's why he's hopping around. That's why he's with so many females, because he's just looking for mom. He's looking for that love that he never got. She's looking for that love she never got. But you can't. Now, when you out here like that, you can't be a Jenny. Y'all seen Forrest Gump? Y'all seen Forrest Gump, right? Like, you can't be a Jenny. You can't be a Jenny. You can't be out here. You know what I'm saying? You know that there's somebody out there that love you tremendously. Like, they'll do anything for you. You know what I'm saying? You can't be out here like putting them on hold while you living, like, you trying to live your best life, like, while you trying to find something better. You know what I'm saying? Or just out here doing it, just experimenting. And then when you finally done, ready to settle down, like, you can't, come on, what? So, like, when you ready to settle down, the motherfuckers ain't like, nah, sure, you crazy. What? You for the streets. You know what I'm saying? You for the streets. No, I'm not. No. Sorry, can't do it. You can't be mad. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when you out here just for the streets, running the streets, you can't be mad if you end up being alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, what they say, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. You can't. You know what I'm saying? Kanye tried to do it. See how that worked out. You know what I'm saying? You just can't turn a hoe into a housewife. And that's the truest shit ever. You know what I'm saying? That's the truest shit ever. So you gotta let people do what they do. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let people do what they do. If they want to be if they want to be in situationships, then let them be in situationships. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't try and save them. You can't save J. Cole. You know what I'm saying? Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. Let them do them. You know what I'm saying? We gotta stop trying to force relationships on situationships, stop forcing relationships on pleasure contracts. Stop forcing relationships when people don't want those relationships. Okay? They move on, you gotta move on. Simple as that. They move on, you move on. It might hurt a little bit, but hey, you know what? Guess what? It adds character. That's all that does. When you get hurt, it adds character. Okay? You put that put it on your back, and you keep moving on. That's all it is. It's just a war wound. That's all it is. It's a war wound. Okay, so that's what we got to do. We got to love yourself before you try and love somebody else. Okay, and that's the main thing. I think that's the main issue. Okay, be honest on what the situation is or what the relationship is. You know what I'm saying? Just be honest. Let motherfuckers know what your intentions are. You gotta let people know what your intentions are. Okay? If you're not ready for no relationship, let them know. Hey, listen, I'm not ready for no relationship. I'm just going with the flow. That's all I'm doing. I'm just going with the flow. Go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? But let them know that so they not out here putting they all in and you only putting 64%. You know what I'm saying? 65%, whatever. You know, you're not putting your 100. So if you're not putting 100 in, it don't matter. I don't care if it was 99.9. You're not putting 100 in, it don't matter. You not all in. Okay? If you don't put your all in, you're not all in. Let motherfuckers know what you want. And they'll be honest. If you got some on the side, let them know you got some on the side. Okay? Man, just let them know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let motherfuckers know, G. Like, it's man, it's so crazy. It's crazy. I've been in so many. I've been in a few relationship and situationship. You know what I'm saying? But just let motherfuckers know what you on. You know, just let them know. And I've been having a lot of conversation with a couple of people. You know what I'm saying about the situationships and relationships. You know. And this was I ain't gonna lie, this was a topic that I was kind of hesitant to talk about because I'm like, I don't want to, you know, I say some things and, you know, motherfuckers are getting their feelings, you know, but at the end of the day, it is, we getting canceled. So if the shoe, hey, what's that shit? What's that saying? If the shoe fit, wear it, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So if this shoe fit, hey, tie that motherfucker up and walk a mile in it. You know what I'm saying? If the shoe fit, you know what I'm saying? Because, hey, I'm just telling them how it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to enlighten my people. I'm just trying to enlighten y'all. Okay? So, let motherfuckers know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of people out here that's holding this trauma. It's a lot of people that just holding trauma, but they think they ready for relationships. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers really think they ready for relationships, but they really not. They got a lot of trauma. You know what I'm saying? They think they ready, but they not. They not. You know, they not. But they swear up and down that they ready. They swear up and down that they ready, you know. But they really not. They really not. They really not. It's the thing, like, you have your biological age and your psychological age, right? So biologically, you can be 27. You can be, you know, you can be 30. Biologically, you can be 30, you know, on a calendar. On a calendar. You know, you know, that time shit is an illusion. But just, you know, biologically, let's say 30. On a time, they calendar shit, you know, that shit all fake anyway. But you can be 30, you know. But psychologically, because of all of this trauma, like all of this hurt, all of this that you carrying inside, like you haven't dealt with it yet. You know what I'm saying? You haven't dealt with none of this shit yet. You can be 15, you can be 20, you can be 13, you know what I'm saying? You can be 8. You know what I'm saying? If you had like some fucked up shit that happened to you when you was 10 years old, you know what I'm saying? You had a traumatic experience at 12 and you never got over it, then you still 12. You know what I'm saying? Like psychologically, you still 12. You haven't got over it yet. So whenever you try and get in a relationship and something triggers that because you never faced it, you know what I'm saying? You never even tried to like conquer it. You never tried to get over it. You never tried to deal with it. Anything that triggers it, you're gonna take it out on that person that triggered that experience, that moment that you had 30 years ago, 22 years ago, whatever. Right? So you have to deal with your own trauma. And that's the main thing. Like this, that's the main thing about this whole, like, that's the main thing. Deal with your own shit. Like, before you try and get involved with somebody else, take care of your shit first. That's the only thing. Like, take care of your shit first before you try and get involved with somebody else. All right? It was a long time. I seen this shit a long time ago, a minute ago, right? And it was like a little circle of life. You feel me? Like a little circle of life. It's a damn, what is, I think it started off with like the female, right? Or male. It probably started off with the I gotta see if I can see if I can pick try and find a picture of this shit. But it was something like, it was like you hold on, let me see if I can find this shit. Cause the shit was hard though. The shit was hard. I ain't gonna lie. Shit was hard as hell. Hold on. I'm gonna find this shit. Don't even trip. Gotta find this shit. Hey, the shit was so hard. The shit was crazy. Like, yeah, so it's like, okay. So it started off with shit crazy. This shit hard, G. And so it's a like never ending cycle, right? Never ending cycle. So let me see if y'all can, right? Oh, that shit. So it's a bitch. Okay, so it's going in. We're gonna go clockwise. We're gonna go clockwise. It goes kind of clockwise. We're gonna go clockwise. Let's say asshole, right? Starting off, asshole fucks over nice girl. The nice girl turns into a bitch. The bitch fucks over the nice guy. The nice guy turns into an asshole. Right? And it's a never ending circle. Never ending circle. Asshole fucks over nice girl turns into a bitch fucks over the nice guy turns into an asshole, and it keep going, and that shit real as fuck. That shit real than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That shit real than a motherfucker, because that's the trauma. That's the trauma that motherfuckers ain't dealing with. You know what I'm saying? You didn't get cheated on. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say we gonna start off with the asshole. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna start off with the fuck boy. That's what y'all want to call. You know what I'm saying? That's what y'all call guys nowadays, fuck boys. So we're gonna start off with, you know, we good. You know what I'm saying? We good. You know what I'm saying? We talk to a female. She didn't got hurt from the last motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? She got hurt from her last relationship. So now she think every man is the same. She think every man is the same. You know what I'm saying? So now she run into a good guy. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker that want to treat her like a queen that she is, a goddess that she is. You feel me? But she don't see that. She just, oh, he just like the same. They all the same. So I'm going, woo woo. She, you know what I'm saying, hurt him. You know what I'm saying? She do him bogus. So now he like, you know what? Cool. And female, okay, females just that's how they is. That's how they gonna do me. Okay, but it don't take just one. I ain't gonna lie, it don't take just one because it don't take just one. Like if you truly a good guy, you know what I'm saying. If you truly like good, like if you really kind in your heart, like one female that hurt you, it ain't gonna matter. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be like, okay, that was her. You know what I'm saying? You gonna keep going. Like now the third, fourth, fifth time, the same female, not the same, but the female doing the same thing, and you just keep getting, you going through the same cycle. You're like, all right, cool. You know what? Okay, they on that. I'm on that. You know what I'm saying? Now this good guy didn't turn into a dog. You know what I'm saying? Now he out here just doing him. You know what I'm saying? Now he run into a genuine female. You know what I'm saying? A female that, you know, she ready to settle down. Like she, you know, he get with her. He do her dirty. You feel me? Now she like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like this how all guys. So it's just a never ending cycle. So, but we can end the cycle if honesty come into play. We deal with our trauma ourselves. We face the problem, go to the root of the problem and face it. Okay. Learn how to love ourselves. That's the main. Learn how to love ourselves. Okay. Learn how to listen. Don't just hear. You have to listen. Listen. Understand. Okay. Hear what they saying and how they saying it. You know what I'm saying? Hear what they saying. Listen to what they're saying. Hear what they're saying and listen to what they're saying. Don't just listen to respond. Listen to understand where your partner is coming from. Okay? That's what we need to do. You know? That's what we need to do. We need to listen to understand where people are coming from, where a person is coming from. We have to compromise. You know what I'm saying? Compromise. Really trying to see where they're coming from. Like, okay, how what you saying, how you saying, okay, all right. I get that. Like, just try to put yourself in them, try to put yourself in their shoes. Right? Communication is key. Communication, honesty. And it just is, it's the, you gotta You gotta want. You gotta want. You gotta have a want. You know what I'm saying? You gotta wanna get to know your person. You know what I'm saying? Like when you with them, you gotta wanna get to know them on a deeper level. You gotta wanna connect with them. You feel me? You gotta wanna connect with them. If you don't wanna connect, you're not. If you don't want to connect with them, you're not gonna connect with them. You're just not. It's just not gonna work. It's not gonna work. All right. You gotta want to connect with them. But you can't connect with anyone if you can't connect with yourself. That's the main thing. If you can't connect with yourself, you can't connect with nobody. Nigga, you gotta connect with yourself. Connect with yourself first. All right? Connect with yourself first. Don't be talking to me about, you know what I'm saying? Don't be talking to me about nothing if you can't talk to yourself first. How you gonna talk to me when you can't even talk to yourself? Know what you want. All right, know what you want in a relationship. Okay, know what you want in a relationship. In a situationship, okay, let motherfuckers know what it is. Let them know. Hey, listen, this is a pleasure contract. This is a situationship. You know what I'm saying? This is a situationship. You know what I'm saying? Let them know. Let them know what it is. So as this relationship, like, if you like watch, if you've been watching the videos, you know what I'm saying? Like all of these correlate with each other. Like these are these are dead ass lessons. Like these are lessons. Like what was the last one? You know what I'm saying? Social media. You know what I'm saying? Social media play a huge part in relationships, right? Social media play a huge part in relationships because social media, like if you so in tune with social media, you basing your relationship off of like the shit that you see on the social media. You basing your shit off of that, right? So you see a couple doing whatever they doing, you gonna want you and your partner to do with that. You know what I'm saying? You gonna want you and your partner to do that. And the whole time, like we ain't got it like that. We taking care of other things. You know what I'm saying? But if you so in tune with that, like that's what you want to do, right? That's what you want to do, but you can't do that. You have to find peace within yourself first. You have to find peace within your own home. You know what I'm saying? And that's that's even if y'all are living together. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even talk about motherfuckers live. Y'all motherfuckers living together. Hey, come on now. Now we living together. Like we really didn't get deep into like actually living together. You know what I'm saying? Like when you in these relationships and y'all living together, this shit can be toxic as hell. Right? Shit can be so toxic. Shit can be so toxic. Motherfuckers living together. Shit can be toxic. It's so much negativity. Like if y'all in a toxic relationship, that shit is it's so much negativity in a household. Right? So let's say y'all living in so much negativity in a household. Y'all ever, man, Joe, y'all ever, I know it's a lot of people out there that's, you know, motherfuckers rising. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers is actually waking up now. Like we in a We in a time right now where motherfuckers is waking up. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers is really getting into, motherfuckers getting into like the energy. Like motherfuckers really waking up. Motherfuckers really seeing the world for what it really is. Motherfuckers really getting in tune with themselves, really tapping in with themselves. It's great. Like when you living with somebody, you know what I'm saying? You in this relationship and you living, like y'all living together, it can get, if you not with the right one, okay? If you're not with the right one, y'all living together, you're not with the right one, it can really get ugly. You get spiritually jumped. Like you can get jumped spiritually. Yes. Hell yeah. Like so good. Because the house, the energy in the house can be so negative. You know what I'm saying? The energy in the house can be so negative. Right? Shit's so negative. You know what I'm saying? And same thing, Joe. Like and the shit correlate. If you don't take care of that trauma, you don't know what the fuck you dealing. Like you don't know you. Like if you can't take care of the trauma, you can't take care of your past, you don't know who the fuck you are. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who you are. That's why like a lot of people can say, I know you better than you know yourself, because I actually sat down, like I spent more time with you than you spent with yourself. So I know you better than you know yourself. See, a lot of people don't get that. A lot of people gonna disagree with that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people gonna disagree with that because they so stubborn. They don't wanna admit that. Motherfuckers don't wanna admit that. You don't wanna admit that a motherfucker knows you better than you know yourself. They don't. They don't. Now, I will just like a lot of people do like females do. I ain't gonna lie, females love to say that though. Females love to say that shit. Females love to say like, ooh, like come on now, I know you better than you know yourself. No, you don't. How the fuck you know me better than I know myself? You don't know me. You don't know me. Come on now. Come on now. You don't know me better than I know myself. What? Because if you knew me better than I knew myself, you wouldn't do the certain things that you did to get a certain reaction out of me. Because if you knew me, like you say you knew me, you would know what type of reaction you would get the fuck out of me. Huh? Come on. If you knew me, you would know what type of reaction you will get out of me. That's just a little trick that the females like to say. That's just they like to say that shit. Come on. But nah, like when you living with your god or your goddess, you know what I'm saying? You living with your queen or your king. Y'all gotta have like it's so much that come with that, like who's the breadwinner? You know what I'm saying? So we know men, right? We know men, they're the providers. You know what I'm saying? Providers, protectors. Okay? Women, they nature, like this. I'm just talking like back then, like this, we talking history, women were known to be like the stay-at-home moms, like they cook, clean, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. The men, they work, they protect, they provide. The shit is different nowadays. You know what I'm saying? It's different nowadays. A lot of women make more than a man. You know what I'm saying? Now, is that a problem? Is that an issue? Like if y'all living together, right? Is that an issue? God, is that an issue? Like, are you gonna feel some type of way that your woman make more than you? Goddess, you know what I'm saying? Queen. Are you gonna feel some type of way but that you making more than your king or your God? See, all of this shit play into a role because like all this shit comes to effect because if the queen, you know what I'm saying, if the goddess, if the female, if she know like she make more, and if she feel like that's an issue, she can talk down. You know what I'm saying? She can try and like demasculine. You know what I'm saying? Like demasculate. You know the man. You know, like she can. You know, she can just talk down upon him. Like, oh, you ain't doing this like I do. You know what I'm saying? Like she can try and make him feel less than a man. You know, emasculate. You know, she can emasculate. He can feel like, you know what I'm saying? He can feel some type of way about it, even if she don't say nothing. He can still feel some type of way, like, damn, she making more than me. Like, how can I provide if she making more than me? Like, I'm not a man. But it's all of it. What is he doing? Like, it's his actions. It's the actions. It's the activity. You know what I'm saying? It's his duty. Like, is he still going out there? You know what I'm saying? Doing what he got to do. Is he still going out there? Making his own bread. You know what I'm saying? Like, is he still going out there knowing you make more than him? Is he still going out there buying the food, you know what I'm saying, doing all this and all that, and allowing you to have money to go out and get your hair done, nails did, you know what I'm saying, have a little spa day, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But, or are you out here, you know, talking down on them like, yeah, you know, you ain't doing it. I make more than you. Like, you need to step it up. You need to get promoted. Like, woo, this and that and the third. Like that'll bring down somebody's energy like that. Like you making him feel less than a man. And in reality, he's trying to do all that he can do. You feel me? It's the same thing. Like, so, like, let's say if he didn't have a job, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you working, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's say the guy don't have a job, you know what I'm saying? The guy stay at home dad, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, the roles have switched, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's different nowadays, you know what I'm saying? The female working, dad at home. Is that a bad thing? Is that bad? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do the female, like, how would you feel about that goddess? Like, the goddess, how would you feel about that? But he taking care of everything else. You know what I'm saying? Like, the role switch. Like, you going to work, you know what I'm saying? Like, you making all the bread, but at the end of the day, you coming home to the kids fed, the kids sleep, bubble bath, you know what I'm saying? House clean. What we doing now, obviously, the role, like, we're not programmed to do that. Like, men, women, we're not programmed to do that. Is, you know, men, we're programmed to work, provide. You know what I'm saying? We programmed to do that. Women, y'all programmed to like stay at home. Come on now. Half of y'all, come on, women, let's be real. Come on, goddesses, let's be real. Let's be real. Y'all want to stay at home. Y'all want to be stay at home moms. Y'all want to just be stay at home wives. Stay at home moms have whatever. Y'all want to stay at home though. Y'all don't want to. Y'all want to be doing all this work. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Come on now. Come on. Come on now. So if you talking down, like, if it's so much negative, if it's negative energy in the crib, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got to realize that the relationship not gonna work. If it's so much negativity in the crib, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. We know that. Like, come on, it's not gonna work. Motherfuckers trying to be positive, you know what I'm saying? Niggas trying to be positive. Motherfuckers trying to enlighten, you know, just raise the frequency in the crib. Like, come on, like, it's not gonna work because there's so much negativity. So much negativity. These are the things we have to fix. We have to fix these things. You know what I'm saying? We have to fix these things. We gotta fix these things. Like I said, move in. Like, don't get married before you move. Before you get don't move in before marriage. Okay. Oh, not my bad. Move in before marriage. Move in before marriage. Don't move in after marriage. Move in before marriage. Okay? You have to know these bad habits that your partner has. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know these bad habits. You gotta know what you can deal with, what you can't deal with, what you're gonna put up with, what you're not gonna put up with. Okay? You have to. That's just, it's imperative. It's like you just have to. Because once you sign them papers, because y'all gonna do that anyway. Sign them papers. Then you find out that she don't like to do this, she don't like to do that. She gonna find out she don't like to do this, she don't like to do that. Boom. Y'all together 2-3 years. Divorced in 2-3 months. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. Like, come on. Get it together. You know what I'm saying? Know what a situationship is. Know what a pleasure contract is. Know what a relationship is. Relationships comes with responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? Love is a function, and you have to carry out that duty throughout what? Activities, the actions. Okay? All right? Situationships. It's just pleasure contracts. Like, I'm going to see you when I want to see you. You're going to see me when you want to see me, but I have no responsibility. I have no like obligation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not obligated to put everything on the side just to fulfill your needs. Like, it is what it is. Okay? So we have to know these things. We have to know these things. We have to know these things. All right? Know these things. Deal with your trauma. Okay? Stop hopping in relationships when you don't even got your motherfucking trauma situated. All right? You can't be alone with yourself. You should not be trying to be alone with somebody else. Okay? All right? You should not be trying to, come on, man. Come on. If you can't be alone with yourself, you shouldn't be trying to be alone with somebody else. All right? Like I said, a lot of people trying to find the right one, they can't even find out what's wrong with them. A lot of people trying to find the right one when they can't even find out what's wrong with them. Figure out what's wrong with yourself first. Okay? Figure out what's wrong with yourself first. Know what you're going through. Get through it. Then try and be with somebody else. Okay? But learn how to be with yourself first. Know yourself first. If you don't know yourself, how the fuck you gonna try and have somebody else know you? Okay? Because when they start spending more time with you than you spend with yourself, and they be like, they start pickpointing, you know, they start pointing out things that you ain't even know about yourself, you get mad. How you gonna get mad? How you mad? How are you mad? Come on, get it together. Get it together. All right? Get it together. Love yourself first. Okay? Love yourself first. All right? Love yourself first. I ain't gonna lie. I had a little motherfucker told me, like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, we had a little woo, you know what I'm saying? And motherfucker told me, like, you know, like, I had a few motherfuckers. Crazy. Motherfucker told me, like, I gotta get to know me first. You know what I'm saying? I gotta learn how to love myself first. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta like find me. You know what I'm saying? Before I get into, you know what I'm saying, any shit. You know what I'm saying? Any relationship situation, I gotta find me first. I gotta, and I can't be mad at that. Cool, okay. Appreciate the communication though. Communication key. You feel me? Like you communicated with me. That's fine. That's cool. Appreciate that. Not mad. Go and do your thing. You feel me? Go and do your thug. You feel me? Get to find yourself. You know what I'm saying? Find yourself. I'm glad you let a motherfucker know. I'm glad you let me know. You know what I'm saying? Find yourself though. Hey, all I can do is hope for the best for you. You know what I'm saying? I hope the best for you. I hope you find yourself. I hope your journey is successful. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I can't be mad at that. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you at all. I'm actually excited for you so you can find yourself. So when you do find somebody else, like you already found yourself, you know what I'm saying? You love yourself, you in tune with yourself, you tapped in. So now when y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all good. You know, I ain't never mad at nobody for trying to find themselves. You know, so don't never get it twisted. Don't never get it twisted. Don't never get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never mad at anybody for trying to find themselves. Find yourself. Love yourself. You know what I'm saying? But I'm up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all do y'all thing. Hey, honesty, communication. You know what I'm saying? Find yourself. Be real with yourself. Be real with your partner. Okay, if it's a situationship, let them know what it is. If it's a pleasure contract, let them know it's a pleasure contract. Let them know. And if you want to pursue a relationship, let them know. You know what I'm saying? But before you pursue that relationship, you have to face the root of the problem. All right? You have to go to that trauma. You have to go to that trauma. It's the parents. Go to that trauma. Go to that trauma. Face the problem before you get into these relationships. You know what I'm saying? Stop hurting these innocent people that's actually ready to settle down and you not because you still got trauma. Stop hurting these folks. All right? Stop hurting them. Get your shit together. They got their shit together. Get your shit together. Don't go over there to the motherfuckers that got their shit together and you ain't got your shit together and you fucking up shit over there. Stop doing it. Stop doing it. Stop doing it. It's just gonna bounce back on you and you just gonna be. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Get y'all shit together. All right.